He has his own God. I don't know who is your God, and you don't know who is my God. Are you getting there? But when you begin to believe on the God of Moses, imagine Moses was staying in the basket under the water there for the whole day, because the mother will take him early in the morning, breastfeed him, and leave in the basket. He could come again in the evening when there's no movement. He go again and take the child, hiding, and take him home. Imagine, the snake can be there, the bird can be there. Who protected that child? And the child must stay. There's no child can live the whole day not eating anything. Do you know how many days is to pay there? 3 days. The mother will go early in the morning. And how the mother get the revelation? Do you know all this business was? Is the daughter to the king to pick the child. And I told that revelation that I got. When they pick the child, they're looking for a mother to breastfeed the child. They went pick the mother to Moses to breastfeed the child. The big door is open. The future has a great role to play to those who trust in God. To those who, in wait, in God. Not in your salary, not in your business, not in your material, not in your husband, not in your wife, not in your government. You need to trust in God. You need to trust in her. If you are able to trust in God, I know it's trouble. I know it's a challenge. I know it's difficulty. But the God that we save cannot put you to shame. Cannot put you to shame. I know him. In fact, the time when you are desperate, the time when you have given up, the time that you become a mockery, a name calling, I only believe that the time I see the power of God begin to manifest. Begin to manifest. Though we really thank God for the life of those are willing. Those are willing. Let them people call you names. In fact, you are not living for people. We are living for yourself. That we see when we saw ourselves, me and my wife, life going down, we went for farming. We went selling vegetables. I did not know that was a great training. Now we have a school to train people who can make vegetable like me yesterday. In fact, in African culture, we're thinking when you're a farmer, you're poor. But we don't know when you're a farmer, you're more than rich. How come you plant 1 grain and you harvest 200 grains? You don't understand that secret. You put 1 grain on the ground, is it? But when you harvest, let us say, 1 corn, most of my maize give me 3 corns. But from 1 grain. Okay, how many grains are inside the corn? Say 100, is it? That when I plant 1 grain, I harvest 300 grain. Okay, tell me the markup. How much is the markup? Tutu, you are the one, you are accountant. How much is the markup? Are you getting there? Though you can see that we neglect something that the mind confuses us. That you see the people are clever, they want advantage, they get it. Are you getting there? We need to trust in God. Do you know the people trust in God? Some farmers, when they plant, there are two things. They need rain, but not too much. And they pray to God that the hail cannot come, though the cold cannot be a lot to protect the crops. And you also can make it. You can do it. Though it's very important to understand that how God operates. Turn with me to the book of Exodus chapter 14. Exodus chapter 14. Those need to apply, like I received some SMS for our school, go to our website. You're going to see a place is written, apply now. And if you want to know the prices, go to the courses. When you click the course, you get them. But we are going to bring also a registration fee. I think tomorrow is going to be there. Exodus chapter 14, I'll read verse 29. It reads, "But the Israelites went through the sea on the dry ground, with a wall of water on their right and on their left. That day the Lord saved Israelites from the hand of the Egyptian, and Israelites saw the Egyptian lying dead on the shore. And when the Israelites saw the mighty hand of the Lord displayed against the Egyptian, the people feared the Lord and put their trust in him and Moses, his servant." Who do you trust? Ask your neighbor, who do you trust? What your neighbor said to you? What your neighbor said to you? God. At least you are trust you because you trust God. But all these people sitting here, they trust Muti. They trust Badimu. Especially from town. Aish. Huh? Sacrifice. If you want to know, thank God I'm a Muchwana, if you want to know the time of sacrifice, December, everybody is rushing home. The day of the 25th, the old men must come and prepare where they're going to cook. Is it? Ma, you know. In one word, tradition is poverty. Tradition is poverty. In one word, tradition is poverty. Tradition is poverty. Tradition is limitation. Because they'll give you something and they'll tell you, you must come after 2 months, after 3 months, to come and renew. One man went to look for power. But when it's coming out from the witch doctor, and the rain already prepared itself. But The instruction they told him, because it's far, when you leave the witch doctor house, there's no houses. They must walk a very long distance before you find another house. By that particular time, the rain is already prepared. And the condition they give it to her, make sure the muti cannot get wet. But now you have to walk a long distance. And there's no house, there's nothing. Just 1 kilometer from the witch doctor house, a heavy rain came. And the muti get wet. But when he went back to the witch doctor, the witch doctor told him, "You're a fool. You didn't see that the rain was coming already. And they did not give you anything." He said to him, "There's nothing that I can give you to make your life better. Just trust in her, God." Another one is a friend to Justin. Justin is there, my architect is there. Cornelius. Cornelius went to Plum Tree. Zimbabwe, and know where you get the muti. He went to Plum Tree where Nopsa get his power. He went there, he met a witch doctor. But Cornelius have a big body. They said to the witch doctor, say, "Remove your clothes." He removed the clothes. You know what the witch doctor did? He went near, there's a lot of fat here, is it? The witch doctor bited him on the teeth very well. He shouted, "Ah!" He said, "The muti is working." All this story, I don't hear it from people. Themselves always come and tell me the story. They confess, they tell me. And the witch doctor told him that there's nothing I can give it to you. Just go. If how the man trusted the muti that was getting water, if the way you trust God, your life cannot be in the position that you are in. If you want to know which doctor, this guy here next to you. Abraham, very good. This one, but thank God for his life, for his wife and the daughter. When they have no money, become a small boy. But when they have money, he want to protect the car, protect himself, whatever. And the witch doctor pull all the money. What about the last witch doctor we went to see? How did you agree? In fact, it's in danger because just opposite house is where they prepare everything. Though he doesn't need to go far. It's just walking distance. Emma, is it? That another side, those white people wearing like I know, the wife of what name? What name? Denmark. Where is coming from? The white duku. Is opposite this guy. When the wife has gone to work, he crossed there. Oh, people of God. You are alive is not because you are clever. It's not because of the special diet. It's not because you have a medical aids. No. You are alive, only God wants you to be alive. Can you hear me? Only God just wants to be alive. And the position you are in, only God wants to maintain it for you. No one else can do it for you. Are you getting there? That you see, even when you go to a foreign land, you can still prosper. Because that land belongs to your father, God. Can you hear me? Belong to your father? As long as he instructs you, you do what he wants. You see how things comes at his own. The Israelites, they did not believe that one day they're going to come out of slavery for 400 years. But even when they left Egypt, as they came near the Red Sea, as they saw that the Egyptians followed them, the mindset changed. It is same way like us. When you go through trouble, through challenge, through difficulty, you forget that sometime God allowed those trouble. Do you know that? Sometimes God allowed those, that may know him better. That he made you a big, long period you could not wake. Is it? Abraham. Straight, long period, and even not only that, want to even die, COVID, want to kill you, and you had no money in the house. For fridge.
The last time when I was leaving, I was paying for mortuary.
Okay.
Only for mortuary.
Okay.
So that when I die,
yes,
actually they can just bury me.
Easily. Okay. Now you are no longer paying. You still paying?
Not afraid. Because I'm paying here now.
But me, I don't have that mortuary things. I told you, me when I die, just go to my friends here. They know me very well. Get carton box.
Okay.
Just wrap me. My value as I'm standing here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
When I'm standing here, that's my value.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
All right.
It's up to you to understand the revelation. My wife knows very well. I said to him, when you see a collapse, don't spend. I mean, just get carton box outside here because you're afraid. I told her, why cannot burn me because I have a lot of firewood here? That only keep a matches. Your value as you are sitting here. When you die, you don't know what is going to. It's a history. But allow my friend Feature, who said that if he die, no one touch his wife for 4 days. Maybe he can come back. The father, can you hear? Anyway, if he goes before you, this woman still must wait for 4 days. No one touch. Maybe he can come back. Hallelujah. We need to open up our heart to God. The people of Israel, it was a big challenge for them. They did not believe that out of slavery for 400 years. But you see, when you be a slave for so many years, even when they say, you see, when you be in prison for many years, even when they say go out, like Mandela was failing to come out, because I mean he's been there for 27 years. Let me just stay here. Are you getting there? The people of Israel did not believe that the time of slavery was over. And when they saw Egyptians follow, in fact, one thing I told a secret. God said to them, go and borrow. How can you borrow when you are not coming back? Like you are going to Nigeria, is it? But to borrow in South Africa. You are not coming back. When are you going to pay back? And when they saw the Egyptians coming, you see, they're following their things. But God did not know. He rewarded them for the time of slavery. Even you, God can reward you. You don't believe that God can change your life? Huh? No, the problem is you calculate too much. Hello? You calculate, I mean, do you know you are going to be alive today? Huh? Do you know you are going to be alive today? But why are you afraid about tomorrow? Why are you afraid about tomorrow? No, leave him. Leave her. She's my offspring. The father is busy. The father is my electrician. He's busy working. This is my offspring. She's been conceived here and born here. Though this all my spook is inside this one. Those are my ancestors. Are you getting there? They're my ancestors. The father, when he came, he was a big rascals. But by God's grace, he became now a father. So that you see, I'm here, I'm happy to be a father. I'm happy to be a father. The when I see this kind of offspring, in fact, hey, the boy has grown, the girl has grown already. He must do again something quickly. Melo. Because the mother became a small girl here. Melo. It's good to renew the contract. 10. Because I need people to take to the Caribbean. I cannot take these people here. That trouble. I must take on this one. Because they're not going to trouble me. I need offsprings to take to the Caribbean. My land. You see, your son can go for you in the Caribbean, but not you. Not old, you are contaminated. Can you hear me? Contaminated with culture, with tradition. No, culture is not wrong, but tradition. You are contaminated with tradition, throwing bones. Are you getting there? But this one, they don't know about that. But for you, it's obsession, is it? They'll tell you, my mother did it for me. They must do it for you. If you want to ask questions, I say keep quiet, don't ask. Are you getting there? But now, if you do to your son there, he will ask you a question. Daddy, what it is? Are you getting there? God is working wonders on his own. Like a friend to Dove, he sent me SMS, he's crying. Dove, tell me to give me, I can fix him now, but 10,000. One-on-one. Let me tell you something. There's nothing God cannot do. There's no situation God cannot change. The problem is you. The problem is you. The day you understand who is God and don't afraid anything. I told the minister has come very far. I have to be taken to the refugee camp to stay in the bush. Do you know what I was doing there? I was doing caps, mask, all spoons, whatever. That's the work I was doing there. And people was laughing at me. One day, God sent one young man. He said to me, you see these things you're doing here? I know where they're looking for it. Let's go. I was in 600 kilometers from town, in the bush, in a foreign land. I did not know the language. I did not have even 1 rand in me. I pick the things and take me there, and the exact she there say, yes, these are the things. And they give me money. When they give me money, is that the money I got to register a construction company? Are you getting there? I did not know the language. I did not know anybody. Someone took me to a very thinking rich man, a white man. Only what? Because that white man speaking French, and me I speak French. And he asked me, what do you do? I tell him, I'm artist decorators. He said, okay. He said to me, let's go. He gave me a contract for 1 house. He said, this house, you do it in 2 weeks. When I reached there, I said to myself, I have no money to travel. I must stay in this house. I stayed there. I did the house in 1 week. And that house was not for that white man. It's for a black man, but because of a contractor. When the white man came, after a week, he came to check the progress, found the house is finished. He was shocked. But MK did not know. That white man was having a contract for 30 houses. I did not know you take me to that 1 house, that to check if really I know what I'm doing. He called the owner, he said, pay him. They pay me cash. I get the money. That's the first money I received from the farm. Big money. He said to me, let's go. He take me to site of 30 houses. He said to me, take 10 houses for you. He took me, he said, he went to the supplier. He said, this man is my man. Anything that you want, he must put in my name. Do you know how much I can get? I can get material for 300,000, but me, I don't have a house. I don't have a car. If I run away, how am I going to pay? But it was the name of the white man. Is how my company became big. And what I did, I did not buy a house, I did not buy a car. Show them what I did. That princess must know. I built that house for God. I will never be a poor all the rest of my life. Is where all of us we fail. When you get something, you jump for yourself. You don't know that God tests you. I learned from that white man. And believe me, this house, the same white man, is the one bring me equipment to start that house. He bring me the engineer, the architect to come and put the layout for free. When I need a big filling, because the foundation, another side is 2 meters, another side is 1 meter, is depth. A Chinese company came. We know that you are looking for gravel. How many you need? I said, 20 trucks. In an hour, 20 trucks came there. Deep. They say, I think now you need a compactor. I say, yes. They bring a roller. You know that makes a roller for the road. He came and compact there for free. Princess, any question? Sometimes you are going to learn what God can do when you have opened up to Him. The house standing there, I'm not there. And that house, there's no pastor there. My spuku is standing there. They're sitting there, no pastor, nobody. But they're going to get more blessed than you people are sitting where I am here. Look, it's got to, the politician, they look themselves. It's because they've seen it all. They've seen it, eh? The word that be spoken. I mean, when people are dying here for COVID, them they will rush there in that place. Just lie down on my pulpit. Your COVID is over. The level of understanding is what makes us struggle in our life. The day you will do for God first, your children, you see when TB Church is celebrating him, is it? He's a dead man, is it? Your children, your grandchildren, who never, the same way doing Mandela until today. Are you getting there? The problem is you're too selfish. You're too. When you get a small fish, you are rushing to eat. How long is it going to take? But the people who have a revelation, when you get a small fish, you starve, you take it through again to the water. You know what I mean? To attract a big fish. Is the level. I mean, the same way people still asking questions, where get them? Because the secret is, when you understand the source will never put you to shame. Are you getting there? Because of this church, people become very jealous. They say, where you get the money? I said to them, the problem is you don't understand. The secret of God does not need anything from you. But if you risk for Him, He will risk for you. You provoke Him. I mean, you go to the president to give him 1,000. As a president, happy Father's Day, get 1,000. Are you sure when He's going to call you? I say, come. He said, you see my house that in the corner there in Pretoria? Go and check. That same white man I'm talking about, this is my wife. He gave me a house in Pakalane to stay for 5 years. He pays electricity, he pays water and everything. Me only stay. Pakalane in Botswana is a Santan, is it? Is where I was staying with my wife. We don't pay water, we don't pay electricity. In fact, he wanted me to come to stay there. I said to him, no, God has told me now I must move. I must go full-time ministry. My landlord, that you see that church, you see, my landlord, I was renting, that girl knows the place. I was renting here. Across the house I rent, there's a bush. When the landlord, my friend Lydia, she was chasing me from the house. He said, because the church became very big. He said, leave my house. I said, God, I'm tired. I'm not going to rent a warehouse like my bishop, like renting warehouses. He said to me, do you know why I brought you this house? Across where you are, this bush, take it. You see that church where it is? It was a bush. That one was a bush. He said, take across. I said, it's not mine. I said, the land belongs to me. Is where you see that tabernacle standing there. We're not qualified to get a loan. And all my member that time was very poor, like here. Let me check the offering, how much money they've given. Like here. All my members have nothing. But we managed to build that building is because God wanted to do it. But everyone was part of this. They are no longer the same. Their life changed completely, including their children. Though the problem is not God cannot change. Can you hear me? But the problem is you are too selfish. You are too shallow. Is me, is me. How long you are going to live with the small money that you have? Thank you. This remember, this I'm going to get money because this one I can sell. They give me an aeroplane. Hallelujah. You understand? Though the problem is, Space South Africa, and they see me coming here. No, I came here because God told me I must come here. When God told me I must come here, he said to me, don't go and fight with rich people in town. Go to the farm. But that farm is going to become a town. It's because what I want to achieve through you. That is, I don't give up. I take my time. Even when you see the ball is not rolling, but spiritual is rolling. Are you getting there? Spiritual is there. Though anybody who has been with Jesus, he never be the same. I thank God for this politician man who has been here for quite long. All your politicians, they go, they come in, they come out. But you still here. I don't know what you are looking for. It needs maturity. It needs God cannot build in a weak foundation. He must build in a solid foundation. Are you getting there? Because God must test your heart. Some of you, just a small million they give it to you, you're all over. But God can build you up to bring billions to, not for yourself, but for other people that need to be taken care of. You're not rich for yourself. What about the widows? What about the less privileged? What about the orphan? Who's going to take care of them? Do you know that church, how many widows we have? More than 1,000. Until today, those are still alive, you see, receiving from us. For you know, when we have like this, you say, I buy an aeroplane. I told you if I buy an aeroplane, me and my wife and my children only, how many people are going to benefit? But if I build a hospital, I build a school, how many people are going to benefit through that? Even when I'm dead, it will continue. Can you hear me? It's what God can be able to give you. It's not only because, when He give you, not for yourself, it's for many of you. Me, I have no foreign land. wherever I am is my Father's land. That is me. Oh, because I'm from Eastern Cape, I only build in Eastern Cape. There's nothing there for you. You can go there in Limpopo and become very successful. As God told you to go there, He will provide. He will bring the right people to you. Are you getting there? That make your things to go as it is. Look. Well, look at this church, we have a big number. But I'm enjoying preaching a small church. Because normally it's no longer small, because where people, as put the people on the screen, where people are just wake up 5 a.m. You see these other people, 5 a.m. to join this service. And they don't need to come to South Africa to get what they're looking for. In where they are, before they leave the service today, they're going to get what they're looking for. Because, like I said to you, one day when I was dying, when I came back to life in 2012, those follow the service I told Botswana, this is only an egg. If you break it, you're not going to produce chicks. Let the egg produce chicks. And after the egg, when the chick will grow, it produces children, and it's going to benefit for everyone. And those understand that parable, they've seen it all. If I could die in 2012, where Joanna could be today? Are you getting there? There's some people have sent, God sent them for a mission. God has sent them to a mission. Though it's up to you to take it or leave it. But if you trust, like God said today, He said to me, who do trust? If you really today, you trust in Him, the impossible become possible. The impossible become possible. I know what I'm talking about. He's in the medical field. He wanted to go. He have an eyes problem. Oh, I want to go to hospital. I said to him, if you go to hospital, your eyes are going to, because you like chicks too much, you are not going to see those girls that you are looking for. I'm talking to your friend Dove. I know her very well. I take her out to the water. I put on the eyes. You are okay now. You must pay the bill today. But why your friend does not believe? He sent me a long SMS. As I reading the SMS, only me, a prophet, who anybody can send SMS. Look how cheap I am. I don't know the man, I never see him. He just says, I'm so, I'm a friend to Ndov ABC. They say, okay. I did not respond. Huh? I told you to come, is it?
Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
I told you to come. Because I have a solution. Because I have a solution. Princess wanted one-on-one. There's no one-on-one. You come here, you believe and you trust in God. There's nothing is impossible. There's nothing is There's nothing. There's nothing is impossible. The level of understanding, like I told you, the person that you follow as a servant of God, you must know his background, where he's coming from, where God picked him. I knew myself, God picked me, not even in the dustbin, in the dumping side. Very far. They nearly even close. But God said, oh, wait. That you see, I get those kind of training. And because of the reveal I told, when God blessed me, the last house I did is a state house. When in Botswana, I was not tendering. I received business by phone call. is because God. And he knew when he gave me that money, I don't rush to buy a car. I don't rush to buy a house. I want to build God Tabernacle. How many children were taken to school? How many people are taking off? It's not my biological country, but when God sent me there, he said, it's your land. We are the first people to have big churches in the country. In fact, I was the first person to have a private television in the country. We had only 2 televisions, one for government. Let me shock you. The government, because it has no money, it opened at 11 a.m. and closed 11 p.m. My television was 24 hours, free. If I tell you how much I was paying a month, you'll collapse. I don't have that money in my pocket now. This is the way you people, especially bishop pastors, I'm laughing at them. They want power. They go to the mountain for 40 days. The snake is going to bite you. They're going to take over your wife. The power is not in, I told you, my friend, the power is not in the mountain. The power is in your heart. Do what God told you to do. I know it's a risk. It's not easy to do it. And you're married man. The man say, Kya chamaya? Say, chamaya sinte. As long as you do it for God, if the wife ran away from you, it's not your wife. But if it's your wife, she will be there. You were afraid, hey, my wife is going to run away. Let her go. The still small girl is still coming. You know a man never gets old, as long as the money is in the pocket. Teacher, why are you laughing? You think me I'm going to grow old, me, as long as I have money in my pocket? Is the level that must reach. You risk. You risk. It's a risk. It's a risk. But they not come overnight. It takes time. It takes time. They chased me. I went back right now to build another hospital at the same place. They say, are you crazy? I'm not crazy. I know what I'm doing. Any question, teacher? There's no way you can remain poor when you pleased God. But our problem, we're pleasing human being. Human being, like a smoke of cigarette, can disappear anytime. But whatever you do for God, even you not get it. Look what happened. Moses worked very hard to cross. If not Moses, everyone could die in the desert. But Moses was fighting with God. He said, if you kill them, what people are going to say? Moses did not see the promised land because of it. Because of the people. He loved the people. Saving the people is what God gets angry with you. Why are you protecting these people? Let me finish them. I say, better me not go to see the promised land, but to don't finish these people. Let them go because you have promised already. You need a Moses in your life. You need a Moses in your... The day you are going to identify Moses, you are going to go to your destiny. Regardless, challenge, difficult, problem, you will reach there. I know people, I mean, how you know it's God when you never go through trouble, when people never laugh at you, never rejected you, never call you names. But one day you see your head picking up and say, is it him? Even they call you a nickname. Oh, hola, I say, I'm the one. You see how selfish you are. You don't want him to share the milk. Very clever. These are people are going to the husband to touch this woman. He must give me an aeroplane. Simple. Because they're born here, they're grown here, all my spook is inside there. It's even my girls on the choir. I've seen, they're finished. I'm grooming now a new one. I sold all of them. Now I'm grooming the new one. Let me see how many days. I think 3 years now we can sell again, is it? God is so. You are wondering, do you know I received Ebola here? You know that? Yeah? You know about it? I received Ebola. Not only even here. In fact, they are going to bring another Ebola in October. Do you see? Let me see the white boy. Put in the screen. The white boy is bringing Ebola in October. All the way from Netherlands. And he never been in Africa before. The first time to come to Africa, husband and wife. Check Marcel. You see where I cannot be poor. These people never been in Africa before. But now, they pay Ebola. They're going to pay. Check Marcel Dulcie on the screen. They never been in Africa before. God can do it for you. God can, eh? Oh, there Dulcie. Oh, he's feeling cold with the white boy now. Write to him, the prophet looking for you. That woman, I met her in Spain for 5 minutes. She was crying. Look, and she's not an African. I said to her, Madam, you are going to get married. And not to a poor man. God is going to give you a husband. As she continued to follow me, last year, the husband came, but was a little bit turbulent. I said to her, don't worry, he's going to marry you. He's a white boy. He's a Netherlands guy. And things has gone through. And they just sent me, they said they're going to come here, say, for 2 weeks to come that I can bless their marriage. And the first time to come to Africa. When I'm rubbing shoulder with you, say, this boy, God can change your life if you are willing. And don't blame yourself for the situation that we are in. It's not you. It's where we are coming from. It's where we are. Our background, a traditional background, is poverty. Traditional background is poverty. How many witch doctors see have money? Even when you give him a new car, you see you cut that car, make it a bucket to take to the river. Nopsa knows the secret. That is poverty. Are you getting there? Is there? Poverty. You will wear it like this. There's no clothes here. What it is? They say the Israelite walked in the dry ground. The sea we're talking about. I don't know the depth, maybe 10 meters, maybe 20 meters, I don't know. But they walked. There's a wall of water here. There's a wall of water here. They walked in a dry ground. But Your enemy, because they're stubborn, they think you are the one has opened that water. They will follow you. They will. Is where they're going to perish today. I mean, they don't understand. I mean, how can you see water, water opening, a wall of water that's not dry, a wall of water stand this side, another one stand this side, but where you're walking is dry. Even me, if I see like this, I cannot follow you. I mean, you understand? Okay, let me go to the Durban, and I just saw the sea open like this. And you are running, you are going there. I'll never follow you. Because the first things are, what made this water to open? But because your enemy are stubborn, do you know why? Because they're playing game on you for 400 years. They say, this is my people. I'll utilize them. Not today. Today, all of them are going to die. They must die. Your position that I've taken. I'm talking to a lady. They've taken your position. They've taken your position. And you try to fight, but you don't need to fight. Today, they're going to give you back your position. Can you hear me? That is yours. Don't cry. God has seen you. It's yours. You have paved the way, everything, but in the last minute. Why? You cannot please everybody in this world. Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. You cannot please everybody in this world. Believe me, even me as a prophet, I don't please everybody. That means I stay in the farm. Yes. Hey! Go! Take him up. You cannot please everybody in this world. You can't. And remember, it's not everybody who like you. It's normal. Even me, as a pastor, when you greet somebody, do me as you don't know the person. He just want to see your ugly. Especially me, I'm too ugly. My ugly face. He said, I don't like your ugly face. There's no way. But because this world, they want you to please everybody. You can't. Can you hear me? You are not God. Even God, He cannot do everything to us. He give you time. What about me? Now I can see you can sleep now, is it? Yeah? I'm going to charge you today. The day he left here, he wake up just in the morning. But before, hey, you'll be counting all the nails of the... I can sleep. It's not because of money. He has peace. Because that we need. That we is a peace. Nothing else. Nothing else. But you see how long it took him to come here. It's not you the first person to invite him here. Many people say, let's go, let's go. They say, you're not the first person to bring here. It could be here before you. Hey. And it's a walking distance. And that time is suffering. Try is going like going down, down, down. Let's go, I say, next week. Next week. It took him years. Where there's a solution, it's not easy to go. It's not, eh? Look at my friend. We know each other 2014. Just here at Mutaken. If not, my friend Tutu, you could not know I'm hiding here. God said to me, stay in the farm. Stay in there. I hide myself here. How many people here in my village here are suffering? Who need help here? They see drinking, smoking, all these things. Just stepping here, the same day, that situation changed. But the devil said to you, don't go. In fact, yeah, this man is the one told them that I have a big snake here, swallow people. Even my friend Francis, that he ran away. He came here, he said, hey, you're going to be swallowed. Run away. Everywhere you see there's a problem. Like when this friend, white people say, I cannot plant orange. I went ahead and plant orange. I'm harvesting orange. I'm harvesting orange, is it? Now, if I could listen to them, he's a witness. He was there. He said 40 years, is it? They tried, they cannot say, you tried, me, I'll do it. In fact, this week they challenged you told them that I'm harvesting orange. They say, eh? Is it true? It's true. Though tomorrow I'll send you take the orange for them. You remember that time went, they say maybe about them at NWK, non-farm. They don't believe. There is God. There is when at the right place at the right time. A right place at the like the lady of issue of blood. That particular day, Jesus was passing by. She been in the condition for 12 good years. They been in the condition for 12 good years. But that particular day, at the right time, at the right place, Jesus was passing by. She said to herself, I cannot miss this opportunity. Is what people can be going to church, but they always miss the opportunity. That woman of issue of blood, because of the crowd, she did not touch Jesus physically. She touched Jesus spiritually. The day you touch Jesus spiritually, your status will change. How are you, madam? You're afraid? Look, very slim, but hey, trouble. Very trouble. You beat men by talking. It's not you, it's a spirit. Even your whole family, women are struggling to stay in marriage. You've seen that? Are struggling to stay in the marriage. Even yourself sometimes, why should stay here? Let me go. Going away. Hey, madam, where are you going to go? There's no men in the street. The men are finished. You know the men are finished. There are no men. There's no men. You did not know? Oh, because you have a man. You leave that man, you are going to stranded. There's no man. They're finished. They've taken all of them. Joanna, all the men have been taken. Now you have someone. Is a spirit. Thank you. Sit down. Don't run out from my church. I'm here to fix you. Why is this nothing? Huh? Muchuku. You know, I know. You know, I know the name. Muchuku. Takibon. Walwala. Matatagi. Fa. The problem, Mama, that problem is a long time problem. You don't forgive. You must forgive. Wauta English. Wauta. You must forgive, Mama. I know what happened. That man, I know what happened. But you must let it go. It's too long. You're still holding that things for so many years. Even all other men want to come to your life, you say, no, 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 no. Men are not good people. You must forgive. Eh, Mama? You must forgive. Please. Because it's where that pain is struggling. He doesn't hear? He can hear? He can hear English, he says. He can hear. Because you're not old. You're not old. How old are you? 63. 63. You see, you're not old. Only because of you hold somebody because what he did to you is true. But who are you to don't forgive? Let it go. Mama, if you forgive, you're going to see that pain is going to go. You're not sick because you've taken medication. You have taken all the medication that you can. But the situation is not, because even here, burning. Huh? Forgive. Pilu. Forgive, Mama. Can you hear me? Let it go. You know, do not even me praying for you here, but you can still throw me stones. How much more you? I pray for you here, but when you leave here, you begin to throw stones on me. You know, people throw stones on me. If I begin to go here one by one, you run away, all of you, from the church. But because I have the big heart, I accommodate everybody. You are welcome. You see, I have my treatment here. Open up your mouth. Drink. You see the reaction, the medication is working. Muti yabereka. Mas. '63. I have remember all my old men, the 80. Is it? But they look very young. Are you going to forgive?
Yes, Prophet. Yes, I'm going to.
I know it's a challenge, it's difficult. I've been there for so many years, okay? But You're going to tell me, for you to get healed is to forgive, to let it go. You see now, I can see you are crying. It's painful, but let God be the judge. Okay? Let God help you to fight that battle. Yourself, you can't.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We want to pray. Now, where is your wife now? But you see, your problem cannot get healed. Because the problem is, rise up. You are not sick.
Amen.
Can you hear me?
Amen.
You are not sick. Amen. You have taken somebody's wife. Now the owner is fixing you. Amen. Can you hear me? Amen. Now, for you to get healed, your wife must come here. Amen. Can you hear me? Amen. After when you pray for your wife, you start jumping. Amen. Thank you. Can you hear me? Amen. I think that's the problem. Amen. You are a thief. The owner is the one fixing you. Amen. Okay, bring your wife here. Why are you wearing this kind of glasses now? You want to intimidate me? Because I don't see your eyes. You see? I don't see your eyes. That shows you want to intimidate me. It is simple. How are you? Who brought you here today? Oh, is your boy. Zimbabwean boy. You want to be a star in South Africa. Go and fight Mugabe. Thank you. You work too much in the church. Why? Why you love working in the church? Why you like working in the church?
Because I love God.
You love God. Are you sure? You trust God?
I do.
Huh?
I do.
But you don't trust men. Why you don't trust men? Why don't, okay, let it be our secret. Why don't trust men?
I don't trust them.
Eh?
Full of lies.
Oh, men are full of lies, including myself. I'm a man too. He said, I trust men, especially you, because they're full of lies. There's still a man who does not lie to you. Now I've closed your door. You think all the men are the same. No. They're still good men. They're still how are good when they don't greet them? When you don't smile at them. You are too serious. Very serious. Let me see, you are too holy. Every Sunday, like our old lady there, she was disappointed, and after that he closed the door. It's not everybody is the same. Can you hear me? Not everybody is the same. Yes, it happened yesterday, but God can still restore you. Okay?
Amen.
Thank you. Forgive. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Because they get advantage on you. Men have taken money from you, but after that they run away. It's okay. God is there for you. Okay? Amen. It is well. Yes. You see, it's not good talking to women when they don't trust you. It's not easy. Give him a chair to sit down. Don't worry, okay? God is going to restore you. God is going to restore you. Why are you lying to women, you people? Hey. It's not easy.